Josh, been in the sport a long time. True vet of the sport. I think for a lot of people, you're a Strikeforce staple, and they wonder, would we ever see you back in the UFC? Not only are we seeing you back in the UFC, one fight in the UFC, and you're looking at a title. What's this journey been like, and how much does it mean to, as you've said numerous times, close out your career in the UFC?
It means a lot. I mean, I've come full circle. You know, when I left the UFC in 2004, I was there from 2000 to 2004. I left as number one lightweight in the world, basically. You know, Ease Edwards and I were the last fight in the lightweight division for 2 years. So it means a lot. I mean, I guess having longevity in the sport is important. I've seen names come and go, top names come and go, all the hype, you know, around certain fighters come and go. So the fact that I'm here and I'm still at the top and I'm fighting for the UFC title, just come full circle, it makes me feel good.
With all that coming and going, as you mentioned, what do you attribute to your longevity? I mean, you have an extremely exciting fight style, one that necessarily isn't conducive to longevity, but yet you've been able to stick around.
It's always getting better, always improving my craft. You see with the Topcast, Uriah, you know, I mean, he's been doing it for years, you know, and it's just always trying to find ways to get better. You know, when people start figuring out your game, you got to change it up. You know, for a long time I was just a wrestler. I started doing a lot of jiu-jitsu, a lot of grappling, and then changed from that to being a striker, you know, and now I'm going back and forth, you know, in between. I've become a full mixed martial artist, so every time you do that, it opens up your game to be whoever you want in the ring, you know, so if something closes, if one door closes in that ring, I can open another one.
You guys train with some amazing people in your gyms. I'd like you to tell me who should we be looking out for in your gym that doesn't have a platform yet, that isn't on a big card. Who should we be looking out for from your gyms right now?
I mean, right now we're at 8 we had Thomson. I think he just fought your brother up in Porterville. With the cut, yeah. But he was in Strikeforce before. He had like 3 losses in a row in Strikeforce as it comes. Then I brought him over to AKA, and he's 4-0 now with us. So he's definitely making a big comeback. He's in there. He's a 55-pounder, but he fought your brother at 145. Yeah, but I'm saying that, you know, you know, he can make the weight to 45, so seeing 45 explosive on the stand-up, very good stand-up, I mean, unbelievable, Sancho background, some good takedowns, and looking forward to seeing him actually, we're hoping for one more fight with him in the UFC, and then Neil Lahad, who is a black belt under Leo and Leandro Vieira, and very good grappler, extremely good, I think he's like 9 now. So he's actually in the next step. I'm not sure if we just signed him. I think we just signed him yesterday to the World Series fighting.
It's a big thank you for what you did to kids too. Thank you.
You're not the only one that's thanked me.
Josh Thomson. Back in your career in Strikeforce, who was possibly your favorite opponent that fought back in your career in Strikeforce?
My favorite one that I fought?
Yeah, back in your career at Strikeforce.
Obviously Gilbert. Every time we fought, I mean, the fans are the ones that won. You know, and for me, that's the most important thing. You know, and then people like to make a big deal about, like, you know, like me calling out Pettis, and I've got a lot of criticism for it, but there's no disrespect whatsoever. I pick fights, and I try to get the fights that I know they're gonna make the best fights for the fans. You know, and people are like, oh, I don't want to see you fight Gilbert again. I said, but every time you guys go, you guys always buy the tickets, right? You guys always seem to tweet me afterwards how it's the best fight of the year. So I'm just doing you guys a favor. This right here is going to be probably the best fight of the year.
Thank you.